I think it's is it the first, one of the first times that EA have tried this kind of model? Because they tried it with Need for Speed and they fucked that up too.
It was the first loot crate corner system came in Mass Effect 3
Need for Speed.
in the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Need for Speed. Yeah, but that wasn't a competitive game.
That's why it was okay.
That's the first.
That's why people didn't
care
care so much. Because
no one
just
cared
makes
because it wasn't
you better,
competitive,
and it doesn't make no difference to anyone else. In terms of, because you're not killing everyone else, you're killing bots.
And if anything, people are like, oh, that person wants to spend money and get all the good stuff. That means if I'm playing with them, I can then do a harder level mission.
Yeah.
Which gets me more stuff.
Yeah.
So
should we move on to the microtransactions and stuff now?
It's been blown 100% out of the water. It does not matter. You can buy all the star cards you want, but if you can't get good, you ain't good.
Do you know what?
Simple
I've got
as. 2
legendary star cards and a tier 3 star card for Kylo Ren. And I'm still shit.
Yeah.
So
100%. I'm better with some of the heroes that aren't Kylo Ren. I've got no star cards with.
I've got 2 3-star cards on my assault class. I can't shoot shit. So
some of them are probably would be a bit OP because like there's the
Starfighter ones are a bit OP.
No, yeah, like
make you faster,
make
you turn quicker,
and faster weapon recharge and more powerful blazers and stuff.
Give you better health. Like that's a bit.
There's also on the specialist you can equip a shield generator and equip something which increases your melee damage. But currently, my troop can do 100 damage on a melee hit, so he can one hit kill normal assault troopers.
Ooh.
And you can have a shield out at the same time.
No, that's cool.
I haven't used it yet. I've only just equipped it, but doesn't that sound like it could be a bit?
But at the moment with these star cards, it's fair because they're all earned now.
Everyone can do it.
They're all earned through playing the game. If someone's got these star cards now, unless they played it when it was early access with Xbox, which doesn't make any difference to us because we're a PS4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because but by the time the game came out on PS4, they'd stopped the microtransactions, so you couldn't buy this shit. So anyone who's got all these amazing star cards, they've earned those now, and that's fair enough. You know, they've played the game enough to get those. Fair play to them, and they've got better stuff because they've played more of the game and they're probably better at the game in terms of like they earn more points to get that shit, which is fair. Yeah. It's just slow. The progression system to get that stuff is slow.
It is slow.
Yeah,
like,
you very have to pick and choose what you want to get, but then you can't because it's all hidden behind loot crates.
Well, yeah, at the moment.
But you can craft all the star cards.
I did find the crafting thing's not so bad because you can. You get quite a lot of crafting parts in loot crates.
Yeah, but then like if I wanted to upgrade one of my officer abilities, I want to upgrade at the minute, but I can't because my officer class is only level something or that, and it needs to be level 20, I think.
Having star card, that's annoying. It should be just leveling up.
So then I either have to...
Does crafting the star card for that class count as...
Getting a star card,
so I either then have to craft cards that I don't want, so I can craft the card that I do want.
It's very confusing the way they've done it. It doesn't really make any sense.
It's not actually explained, because I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's a really odd way of doing it.
Because I started off the game, just by looking through the loot crates you get through the daily crates and all that.
Yeah.
I had a level 5 fucking... sniper class, which I didn't want because I don't play as a sniper. I play as an assault. Level 2 assault class, and I'm like, I play way more as an assault. Surely I should be a high level. This doesn't really make sense in terms of like you should be a high level with the class you play as.
Yeah.
Not the class you just randomly get a star card. I think that's what makes it a bit annoying and a bit bullshitty.
Yeah. I think the hero prices are okay now. They just need to up how fast you earn credits.
Yes, 300 credits per match, considering a Galactic Conquest match can possibly last 40 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a bit bullshit.
It is a bit.
They need to either keep them the same and lower them even more.
And the fact that a trooper crate is 4,000 credits is fucking ridiculous. Yeah. You have to play 10 matches to unlock one loot crate.
Well, they need to do what Overwatch does.
Or even 15 to 20 matches.
Yeah. They need to just give you a crate every time you level up like Overwatch.
Yeah.
Again, Overwatch money.
I think you get 100 credits.
But what playing Broken Battlefield for? We're not playing Overwatch.
100 credits is nothing in that game, and you level up twice in a game session of average of like 2 hours. Or whatever. It's not really. It's the progression. The progression system is just. They took away the microtransactions, and it's still you can still see the issues there.
I think their idea was I can see their logic behind making it so slow because they want it to last at least 3 years.
But people are going to get bored.
Yeah.
But it's a live game. It's going to have new shit, so you don't need it to be that slow.
Yeah.
You need it to be.
Because you could have someone trying to get enough points to get
Yeah.
Darth Vader, who's one of the most expensive heroes in it at the moment. It's 15,000 points, along with Luke Skywalker. And then you could get to like 14,000 and be nearly there, and then they could release, I don't know, Obi-Wan, who's 20,000, and you're like, oh well, I can't get Darth Vader now, I've got to save for Obi-Wan. You know what I mean? It's
That's
what annoys me.
And I think because they've said they want to release content like every month and make it seem like it's always fresh.
They said every 2 weeks they want to release something new.
Yeah.
Which is...
And like...
Gotta fix the game first, mate.
The Last Jedi stuff, which is the first big content drop, comes out. I think everything gets dropped on the 13th.
The 5th
I think,
when it starts.
It starts on the 5th
and
and then the content comes out on the
film.
13th. And like... I would be very happy if I could have unlocked a lot of the main game content and then be able to focus on the Last Jedi stuff and focus on whatever come out after.
Yeah.
Rather than in like 3 years' time, like, I keep buying loot crates, someone help me. I could easily get Darth Vader, that's the problem.
Oh, I've already got that. He was one of the first people.
It's just that I need the loot crates.
I didn't. I like Leia instead of Darth Vader.
I've got the only people I don't have Chewie, Iden, and Emperor.
Chewie and Vader are the only ones that I don't have.
Chewie, Luke.
Oh, I don't have Luke either. I didn't bother.
No, I've got Chewie, sorry. I need Luke, Leia, and who else?
I don't know what
I need all the good ones.
It just looks like Mick Jagger.
Is it Luke? Is it just
He does look
literally? I
like
think it's
that.
literally just Luke and Leia. Who else is it? And Palpatine. That's
Never
it.
got Palpatine.
Luke, Leia, and Palpatine.
Palpatine needs a buff. He's so shit. He can get taken out by a trooper.
He's rubbish in the first
Not
one.
multiple troopers.
Just a trooper.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm glad they took the microtransactions out for now because the way they had it before, you could see
If they've
how people
taken
could
it
abuse that
out, it
system.
just proves they don't need it
They've taken it out with the intention of bringing it back.
when everyone's happy.
Not in the same form, bringing it back in a way that people are happy with.
The only way people will be happy with it
people will be
is if it was like, I love my massive Overwatch goal there, is if it was like Overwatch.
Yeah.
Just cosmetic.
Just cosmetics. Just cosmetic in the ones you can buy.
Yeah.
The ones you unlock or can get it with in-game credits, they can have it, whatever in there. I mean, it'd be better if Star Cards were a separate progression system. But if they're going to keep
from what I've read on Reddit, the people at DICE weren't very happy with having to put the loot crates in.
No,
and
I can't see any developer being happy about.
I think
doing that for anything.
What they wanted to do was do the customization loot crates.
Yeah.
But the customization wasn't ready for when the game came out. So I think what EA made them do probably is like, well, you need because EA have a policy at the minute where all their games need microtransactions in.
It's so bad.
It's backfiring big time on
they
EA.
love their capitalist greed. To be fair, I agree with them. It is a good way of making money. It is a bit exploitative, but if you want to make money, it is the way to go.
Business decision, you can understand how the game's taking place.
If I was a CEO, I'd probably have made the same choice. But I'm a poor gamer, so I'm very annoyed. But I think once they've sorted the customization stuff out, they'll bring the microtransactions back.
But Star Wars fans will buy that shit. Literally, if you bring out, but if they bring out an Obi-Wan skin.
What if the real Obi-Wan was like
Ben
Alec
Kenobi
Guinness
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan, and then the skin that you had to get through microtransactions was Ewan McGregor? Then what?
Someone else can get it.
15
Someone can get it for my birthday. Someone can blow at me on my birthday.
But it's stuff like that, like skins. Like you said before, with the whole, they've got a load of clone. Was it you who said they've got a load of clone armor and stuff ready and all that? Apparently,
they've got. I've seen a I pointed out ages ago, before the game came out, that Rey in one of the trailers was in her outfit for the end of Force Awakens, and I'd completely forgot about it because it's not in the game. And then on Reddit, someone was like, "Oh, where's this outfit?" Because it's in the trailer, so it's clearly ready to go.
Oh, is it not the Last Jedi outfit?
No, it was a different one as well. Okay. And Han's A New Hope outfit was in one of them, I think.
Okay.
And they're like, "You've clearly got these outfits done. Where are they?" And DICE were just like, "We're waiting until the rest of our customization stuff's ready to put them in."
Well, that's what they've got to do then. And I can't see them doing it any other way. I can't see Disney letting them do it any other way. Because Disney are you're harming the Star Wars brand.
Yeah.
That's why they removed the microtransactions. Because the Disney CEO rang them up and like, what the fuck are you doing, bros?
And at the minute, Star Wars and Marvel are so valuable to Disney.
Yeah,
they're the most
100%.
valuable assets to Disney at the moment.
They've probably got like
there's
killers out there.
There's nothing.
Over these
There's
brands.
nothing that any other company owns that is in any way, shape, or form a rival.
Yeah.
DC can't make a decent film apart from Wonder Woman. The Harry Potter series.
Should have
He's
died
right there.
years
Like,
ago.
well, yeah, look, I know it's coming back, but
Fantastic Beasts, I like
but it's
that.
not. But it's not like it's not a superhero movie.
No.
It's not a star. It's not held in as high esteem as Star Wars. Disney cornered the market,
Yeah.
and they want to keep it that way.
Yeah.
So they don't want everyone to be turning on them.
No. And you want, especially leading up to your biggest movie release of the year,
Yeah.
which for Disney is Star Wars. I mean, 4's well and good and all that, but like Star Wars is the biggest movie release for Disney by far. You want good Star Wars press going into it, not bad Star Wars press like they've been having. So,
And it's not even the movies. You think it's everything. It's lunchboxes. It's t-shirts. It's toys. It must make like.
Unnecessary animal merchandise.
We say as we're surrounded in a house by Star Wars merch with Star Wars clothing on, and we're like, it's just so much. Disney makes so much money, and there's us paying it.
Star Wars stuff's great.
Exactly, and that's the thing that Disney are not going to let EA. I'm surprised they went into. Because exactly what you were going to say, EA are the bad guys of gaming, and I'm surprised Disney
Voted worst company 2 years
The
in a
reason
row.
why-
Not just worst gaming company, worst company.
The reason why Disney went into it is because EA paid to have X years of rights to Star Wars games.
They've had 6 and brought out 2 games.
Before Disney
So overtook
owned
it.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
It was back when it was LucasArts.
When it was back.
It was when Lucas was like shutting up shop ready to sell.
So,
when he's like, I'll never sell Star Wars.
So
and then
they
Mickey
couldn't-
Mouse came along with all that dollar.
so they couldn't take it off of EA without massive financial penalties.
They should have just
Yeah.
let EA make some
and
like
because it's a contract,
kids
unless EA do something to void what's in that contract, they can't take it off them.
Yeah.
Not
And
if the contract's private, no one knows what's in it.
well,
really.
you'd imagine that they're not going
I
to have
can see Disney
controversy.
put in a clause where they say
Well,
if you cause
no,
any
no,
damage to the brand.
But
I can't see-
it wasn't
I can't see-
Disney that made the contract.
I can see
It was
Lucas doing it as well.
Like, you'd think so, but you don't know.
You
he
can't
does
see.
the most damage to his own brand.
You can't
That's
see
the
it in the contract.
Do you remember that
Disney
meme?
have got to
And
follow
it was
the
George
contract.
Lucas standing in a KFC alone. It was like when you
Lucas
realise
Arts
Disney
made
makes
them.
better films than you.
You can't see in the contract being controversy being a thing in the contract. You can't. It's normally majority business related stuff. So say if it didn't hit anything sales wise,
Yeah.
then they have a reason to do it. But I can't, because it's a Star Wars game. I can see it hitting that anyway. So they've had it for 6 years. EA they haven't really done much with it. They've had 2 games, both released under controversy. They've cancelled 2 games.
I think it has definitely been blown out of proportion though.
Yeah.
Like, especially with everything else that's going on in
Yeah.
the world right now.
Yeah, I mean it's not just fucking Battlefront with its controversy about microtransactions. Every game under the fucking sun right now.
Yeah.
And it's like Battlefront's getting the brunt of it because
It's
It's the most high profile
it's
one.
exactly. But the thing is, like, I think with games now, it's going to only get worse before it gets better in terms of microtransactions. They're testing the waters and seeing what they can do.
Well, it's specifically loot crates that it's
Yeah.
gone over. Stuff where you get random things.
Yeah.
Because it's the random aspect which is making some people say it's gambling.
But it's
Yeah.
not.
Even though it's not.
It's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, Belgium, it's not.
defined.
It's not.
Look up the definition of gambling. It's not gambling.
If
You're not gambling if you get
something back.
100%. It's only gambling if you're not guaranteed to get something.
Technically, the because it's a digital good which technically has 0 value.
Mm-hmm.
It's still value
They
in terms of the
might
game.
be
though.
no. It has 0 monetary value.
I schooled someone on Reddit the other week.
Technically, there might be legal precedent for them to call it gambling.
There
I
isn't.
get that. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, you put that money in knowing full well what you're getting
Yeah.
digital
You're
content.
getting something.
Yes, true.
So it's
In
not.
terms
But
of digital-
I understand
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
But
Well, I never
but
thought
that's the
about
point.
it
The
like
law
that.
is full of technicalities,
Yeah.
and the technicalities are how people would say actually do get done or get off.
Yeah.
the way Belgium put
No.
it, they were like combining addiction and money is gambling. And I'm like, no.
That's
it's
literally like every part of my life.
What's
Gambling.
what? Is it alcoholism gambling now? you got addicted to alcohol. You go
It's
spend money on it. That's not
Chris, you've
gambling.
seen me when I'm drunk. Alcoholism is a gamble.
It's very easily avoided as well. If you don't want your child spending money on loot crates from your car,
Don't
So
put your
no
credit
problem.
card on your PlayStation.
parental lock it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even need to do that. All you have to do
to.
is say it asks for the password.
Yeah, exactly.
If you
Yeah.
take money.
It's not.
That's
It's
it.
not difficult.
I mean,
It's not difficult. It's on you.
it's only me that uses my PlayStation, and I've got it set to do that.
Me too.
I mean, you know.
I haven't. That's one poor.
Oh. Go on then. How did you score someone on Reddit? I'm
Well,
interested.
their message. Well, they said something about how the UK government was going to ban every game with loot crates because it is gambling, is what they said. And I was like, yeah, but it's not. And they're like, yeah, but the government thinks it is. And I literally sent them an article
The
where
UK
the
government
UK
have come out saying
Gambling
it's
Commission
not now.
and the government were like,
They
it
said
is
it
legally
needs-
not gambling.
It is.
It needs
It
to
needs
be.
supervision, but it's not gambling.
They say it's
And
not
I agree.
gambling. Belgium were like, come on, in UK, tell them it's gambling. Like,
It
No.
needs
Fuck, bro.
some way of making people more aware that you're not always going to get
you know
what
what
you
it
want.
is? You know what they need to do? Put it on the fucking box.
Yeah.
They do in mobile games. You get when on the description
game
you get
contains
this game
in-app purchases.
yeah, exactly contains in-app purchases. Put that on the fucking box.
Do you know
where
what,
they
yeah,
put all like
you're
the
making enough money from
ESRB
these
stuff.
microtransactions, you can afford a fucking sticker.
Yeah.
Like,
Put that on the box.
you can
Everyone's
afford the ink
fine.
for the label. It's
And
fine.
you know what the thing is? Yeah, it will be on the majority of every single fucking
Yeah.
box of every game
But
that's
that
coming out
way,
right now.
people
But
can't
still,
say shit.
Yeah.
but at least
fair.
you've been warned.
Yeah.
And the people that spend thousands on it and are complaining because they're like, oh no, I've spent thousands of pounds on
Well, that's their
microtransactions.
own
That's your fucking
fault.
choice.
Yeah, that's their own.
You shouldn't have
fault.
spent thousands of it on it at the end of the day. Like, no one's forcing you to.
You only spend what you can't afford to lose.
I've been
Yeah, you
gaming for like as long
Spend your
as I
spare
can
cash,
remember,
not-
and I've never bought a loot crate in a game ever.
They've only ever bought a loot crate in one game, and that's because I got the game for free, and I felt like I wanted to give the developers something, and that was Rocket League. Because the amount of hours I got on that game is ridiculous, and like the crates in that, it's only cosmetic stuff. It gives you a few hats and stuff, but I thought, I'm not paid for this game, and I got it completely free, and I fucking played more than 50 hours of this game.
The only
I
time
want
buy
development
loot
of this
crates-
game to be funded, so I'll give you a few quid. I don't give a
Well,
shit.
it was funded because it was free on PlayStation.
No, I know,
Plus,
but like I feel
which
like I
means
haven't
Sony
given
paid
anything
for
to
it.
them, and I feel like I want to continue to support the development for Psyonix because I think
The
Rocket
only
League's a
time
great
I've
game.
played for loot crates is if I bought something off PlayStation Network and put like, say, 20 quid on, and it was like
And you got a couple of quid left.
$13.99, and I've got some money left, and
Yeah.
there's no game that I want, so I just like, oh, buy a loot crate.
Yeah, for a game I love
Usually
that
it's
has
Overwatch.
I've never bought a loot
for a
crate.
game I love.
I've bought
that's-
in-game currency for some. I've actually bought in-game currency for Warframe once, not on console but on PC.
Mm.
I mean, it's free. It's free to
Yeah.
play.
Overwatch,
game.
I love that game. Never bought a loot crate. Never
Me
felt
either.
the need to.
Never bought one.
Yeah,
Loot crate should always feel optional. They
I don't
shouldn't
feel the need
needed.
to. It's just like if I've got money that's just sitting there, and I'm
Exactly.
like, I just want to spend it on something. I might as well just see if I can get an outfit. Might as well.
I mean, it's even with like season passes and stuff like the amount of season passes I've bought because I like the game and then just haven't played it.
It's-
Witcher,
Yeah.
I bought the fucking season pass for Witcher. Haven't finished playing.
I
it.
force
Witcher's
myself to do
I've-
that.
You
Hardly-
game, like,
I played a tiny bit of the first one. I bought a season pass, even though I knew I probably wouldn't play it. Maybe I will eventually, but even though I love that game, because I want them to have the money, because CG Body Red make good games, and I'm
Okay.
happy with that.
It's this thing as well. It's like if this microtransaction thing doesn't work out with EA and they charge for a season pass, that's like another 60 quid we've got to fork out.
And you know what?
It'll
That-
be more money
yeah.
you've got to fork out, and it'll make the game already more irritating than it is to find a game, because you'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, you haven't got the Last Jedi DLC, so Last
Yeah,
Jedi
we had this
playlist,
problem
like
with the first
Battlefront 1.
Yeah.
Like, you have to load up a whole separate thing just to play on Scarif, and it's like, just stop.
That's another thing
The
that's
system
going
they have
around as
now
well.
for the DLC is good. Don't make them ruin it. Don't
And
play
don't go.
yourselves.
At the end of the day, people are going to be. What are people going to be pissed off at EA next when they do that? If they do that, that you went back on your word,
yeah, because they've already said
and
they
then
won't do
that's
it.
another stick to start waving at EA.
And the thing is, if EA
People
do
love
that,
to hate EA, and people jump on it. I know loads of like podcasters and stuff are jumping on it, but they have no interest in buying the game.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why? It's like
the thing is though, if they
Presumably that's the
introduce a
case.
season pass now, the game was advertised as having continuous free DLC.
anyway.
So then
All
it's,
DLC will be
what
free.
you
It's
call
the
it?
exact phrase they use, so it's false
Yeah, that's
advertisement.
the one.
And the amount of people who could then go to Sony, Microsoft, whoever who bought the game off and be like, I want a refund, false advertisement.
Yeah.
And it'd absolutely destroy the sales for the game.
Have you heard the thing that's going around where...
So what's more likely is they'll do a Mass Effect and just
Stop. Yeah.
That, do you know
Which
what?
we can't do that.
Do you know
Not
what?
again.
That is, I think, out of all the things EA has ever done, I think that is the worst thing.
Not only did they stop, they then like broke up the studio and sent them everywhere else.
Like, you gave a baby studio a game
Massive IP.
that's held in such high esteem. Not only that, you gave them a spin-off to it.
And you gave them
So straight away,
time in the first place
you're
as well.
disappointed because you step into it and you're like, oh,
Where's
there's
Garrus?
no
You know?
Garrus. There's no Garrus, there's no Tally.
Yeah.
So that's already a disappointment.
Yeah.
And then, from what I played of it, before my game broke, that's not EA's fault, that's just, well, it is. It is, but that's, you know, that could have happened to anyone. I'm not salty about that.
Much.
Like, I liked it, I enjoyed it, I like Ryder. I think Ryder was not a better character, but a more enjoyable character to play than Shepard.
Yeah.
Was he less serious?
Yeah,
Shit.
a lot less serious.
You see me my gender? My Ryder was a shit.
Sorry.
Can.
Go on, more to make because I know
No, yeah, no, you were quite YOLO, and some of the stuff you can say was hilarious, and Shepard would never said stuff like that, so I was really enjoying it.
Well, Shepard was military, Ryder isn't.
And then,
Exactly. Yeah.
So
like, I didn't finish the game because I didn't want to play 40 hours of it again. I was angry at the time. I've moved past it now. But to then be like, nobody liked this game. Just forget about it.
potential was there.
Have the
They just
DLC
didn't fix
in a
it.
book.
How
think-
weak does that make you can't even stand by, I wouldn't even say a mistake, because it wasn't a mistake, but you can't stand by your own product and say, okay, well, we'll add this in and we'll add some DLC and we'll make it cool. They couldn't even do
The
that.
That's the
mistake
problem,
was,
though, I
it needed
think.
another 6 months of development.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
They
the
did-
problem
They
with
rushed it
Mass
out
Effect,
to get it out before the end of the fiscal year.
the biggest
Yeah.
problem with Mass Effect is the same problem that's striking Battlefront right now, and it's people jumping on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Because the only thing you heard about when Mass Effect came out
Was it
was,
glitches?
look how bad the graphics are.
They fixed a lot
Look
of
at that
though.
woman's face.
Yeah.
Why is that one character's face so bad? And it's like,
They fixed
that is
a lot
one
of it.
character you speak to for like 5
I think
cutscenes.
it's- Yeah. They fixed a lot of that as well after the.
Yeah,
after the
literally
whole
like 2 months
controversy
after the
was there.
game came out, I played it and it was literally glitch-free.
I liked it. I thought it made the game funny. I didn't mind it because I thought it was quite fun.
And to be fair, the graphics weren't a step down from the
No.
original trilogy
No.
that much.
It was just the animations for the characters' faces. That was it. That was the bad part.
The planets look beautiful.
And
Balance
it's
was
like-
alright, yeah.
You're giving this game that's actually not actually that bad so
No.
much hate over a few dodgy animations.
Yeah.
Like, there have been worse games that have
Like
come
I
out
said
that haven't
before,
been hit as bad.
People love to hate on EA.
Literally.
Like we've hated on EA in the past. Not gonna
Right.
lie, as we've talked
Still
about
do.
EA in podcasts and we've moaned about stuff. But at the end of the day,
But the problem with that is EA buys all these little studios and people are then like, yeah, he's killing all these studios. It's like, no, you're killing the
No.
studios because you're then hating on the games before they've even come out
Yeah.
because they're
Yeah.
owned by EA.
that's another, with the visceral closing. People hated on EA for that. But at the end of the day, from what I've heard, like from people, like from journalists, proper
Yeah.
looking deep into it, that game was nowhere near up to scratch.
Yeah.
Is that the one we saw at Star Wars Celebration?
Yeah.
Now, I know it was...
How many years ago was that? And we hardly saw anything. Then.
It was not this Star Wars Celebration, it was the year before.
2 years ago.
But even so, like, what they had to show of it then
It was a guy walking out of a door.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
And it
Pictures.
looked very much like Assassin's Creed.
And it looked very much like an early concept idea.
Yeah, it didn't look like... From how far along they should have been for when they showed it at Star Wars Celebration, it was
And apparently
lies.
it didn't get very far after that either.
And everyone was
In terms of
raging.
They had the story, they just didn't have much of a game.
But
about
then they were like, the woman, what's her name? Amy Hennig?
it. Amy Hennig.
Yeah.
Look,
They're raging
everyone was
because
like-
it was her
everyone
attached
was
to
like,
it.
oh, but she made Uncharted, blah, blah, blah. But I heard, they were like, we want the Jedi in it, and she was like, no. We want this aspect of Star Wars in it, and she was like, no. So, don't sign on to make a
Yeah.
Star Wars game and then refuse to put Star Wars shit in it. She was making like a heist game.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
yeah.
the thing is,
Go back to
the thing is,
Uncharted.
what you gotta
So
do
it
here
was
is,
smugglers and blockade runners and stuff like that. Basically.
what you gotta see here is, like,
It's just a,
they hire Amy Hennig because of the work she's done before, which is stuff like that. She's trying to do what she does best,
yeah.
which you can understand. But like,
don't take on the project though if you're not willing to adapt to it.
This sounds like a very familiar story. Han Solo director.
Literally, this is what I'm saying. Like, but do you know what though? That I believe that was their fault. Because,
to be fair, they were really amicable about that in interviews and stuff. They were like, yeah, they just said we didn't sue the movie, and we kind of got it as well.
Yeah, but with her, like, you can't take on a Star Wars game and then refuse to put any aspects of Star Wars in it at all. You
it's
can't
like
do
someone
that.
coming to me and my mum and saying, we want a Star Wars cake. Okay. But we're not putting any Jedi on it. We're not putting any lightsabers on it. We're not putting any stormtroopers on it. You can have a few stars.
Here's a Starship Enterprise. I'll put that on there.
Yeah, literally, like, with the movies, I think movies is like, they hired them guys who make funny comedy children's movies, and then when they were making a funny comedy children's movie, they didn't like it.
Yeah.
That's their own fault for hiring them.
When they hire Amy Hennig, she starts
have...
making an Uncharted type game, but in the Star Wars universe that they hired her for, and then they sack her because she did exactly that.
No, because she could have made that game, but included them elements. But apparently she didn't want to put them elements in. You can't.
You can still have a heist game and put a Jedi in.
Yeah,
there you
exactly.
go. It's creative differences, which is you hear a lot about in Star Wars.
Yeah, but it's just like with the directors. It is if you hire a director known for making a certain type of movie, and then they make a certain type of movie with your characters. Like, they didn't take Han Solo away. They didn't say, "Oh no, we're not putting Han Solo in a Han Solo movie." She was like, "We're not. I don't want Jedi in it. And I don't want this, and I don't
it doesn't
want
have
that."
all these Jedi in it. Rogue One was a successful movie. You might not have liked it that much, but it was a very successful.
No, but it's not just
movie.
that.
But that had no Jedi in it.
I've heard that they were asking her to put. They were asking her to put aspects in it of the Star Wars universe, and she just didn't want to do it. That's why they scrapped it, because it was nowhere near as finished as it should have been. It was a weak game.
They had it for 4
and she
years.
refused to do
you need
it.
to have something to show at the end of the day, and I don't
more
think it's
than a guy
hurtful.
walking out.
I
the
think
door.
it's more. I don't think it's necessarily hurtful. I don't think it's EA's fault. I think it's just it was one of those games that stuck in development for way too long. Too many ideas changed along the way.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those that kind of fell flat. I think it's a bit harsh to close the whole fucking studio over it.
No, they shouldn't close studios.
Because I mean, they've lost pretty much everyone lost their jobs there. And I think that's really harsh. Because Visceral before that, very successful studio.
They could have repurposed that heist game into something that wasn't a Star Wars game.
But just not giving it to Visceral, they're giving it to someone else. They're making it a live service game.
Oh.
That was what happened with
Destiny-like,
Overwatch
apparently.
Exactly, yeah.
Overwatch originally wasn't going to be what it is.
But it's not the only Star Wars game EA closed down. They closed down 1313.
Overwatch was originally going
And that
to
had
be
stuff to show. And
Yeah,
that
Warcraft replacement. Yeah.
Was that EA that closed that down though? Because that closed down after Disney bought it.
True.
That could have just been Disney being like, actually.
They've got to keep a tight leash on the canon as well.
Yeah. They don't want it sprawling out to the levels that it was before.
Had, yeah.
When there was like
Extended
fucking crime
universe.
mountains and shit like that.
Yeah. I think EA have got to pull something out of the bag soon because they're 6 years into their 10-year contract. That's what it's rumoured to be anyway. So they've got to pull something out of the bag that's good.
They need to let BioWare announce this Star Wars game that they're making.
They need to come out.
Yeah,
I was going to say, they need to come out and be like, we're remaking Nazi Old Product 1 and 2, so it looked great, and then we're going to add a third one for you, and everyone will be
all
like...
they need to do is slap some fancy graphics on, go over the script, make sure it doesn't clash too much with the new canon. If it does, just tweak it a little bit. No one will notice.
Played the remastered one on the console yet?
No, I haven't had a chance. I've been a very busy bee. I've been at Comic-Con.
You can always make time for.
Me and Jake are thinking of doing an angry playthrough. You should come and join
Angry
us.
playthrough. Why angry?
Because that's who Revan is.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
who
like
we
you're
chose to
angry.
be.
That's my secret. I'm always angry. Do you know what though? That's like one of them such untapped things. Like Nazi Republic is huge.
Well,
Do you know
it might be
what,
the
though?
Netflix series. Well,
Just
not
back to
Netflix streaming
Battlefront for a
service,
sec though,
TV series.
because
Well,
Battlefront
this is
must
their
be
own
good, because for
streaming
the past
service.
week I've been thinking I'm going to get my Xbox down and play Knights of the Old Republic, which is literally my favourite game, and I've not done it because I've been playing Battlefront. So Battlefront can't be a good game because I'm actually playing that over my favourite game.
Yeah.
But with Knights of the Republic though, like everybody wants it.
Yeah.
And
I think
it's
if anything,
legend, so it's not discounted.
Even though this would piss a lot of people off, I think if anything, they not necessarily
Disney being proper
fully
cock teasers
reboot
about
it.
it as well.
Just
Literally.
bring it out but alter it slightly.
Yeah, that's
Just so
fine.
it-
Disney are
Canon.
fully giving me like Knights of the Old Republic blue balls because they're like dangling shit from Knights of the Old Republic in their new canon, like the Hammerhead ships. And they're
Yeah.
like, oh look, these are in Knights of the Old. You want this, don't you? And it's like,
And
give
then
me the
like,
game.
And then that
Yeah.
planet, and they were saying like, maybe that's where Kylo Ren got his
Yeah,
crystal
yeah.
from. And me and you were like, oh, and then like, but Knights of the
Which
Republic's
planet?
not really canon, it's
Malachor
legend.
from Rebels.
Okay, I haven't
It's a
watched
Sith
Rebels
planet.
yet. That's the problem.
And they need to do it. I think if it wasn't in the run somewhere, it would have got discounted like
I don't think
everything
BioWare
else.
will be working on that anytime soon. Simply because they're doing Anthem.
Yeah, but BioWare have like
And something else.
BioWare have really low key been like hinting that they've got a Star Wars game in the works that ages.
And look about Dragon Age, the new Dragon Age game. They were like, oh, we're kind of working on a Dragon Age game. Bang! And it was like, oh.
Yeah, and
Thing is,
they're doing
EA
it again. They're like, look at this book of concept art that's got a wolf on it and it's got all these Dragon Age pictures in. But we're not making a new Dragon Age game. No, not yet.
EA needs to bring out a Star Wars game within the next 3 years.
They're like hiring writers and the job description's got Dragon Age on it. They're like, what Dragon Age game? No. Who? I don't know her.
They need to bring out Star
New
Wars.
phone do this.
They need to bring out a Star Wars game within the next 3 years before their contract's up.
Yeah.
To please Disney and show Disney they can actually bring
Do you know
out
what they need to
something
stop
worth
developing?
making.
Fucking shitty mobile games for
Yeah.
Star
They
Wars.
have.
No one cares.
Fucking that Galaxy of Heroes or whatever. it's
Elliot's
fucking
favourite
amazing.
game is
Like,
Addiction.
I don't play mobile games, but apparently people love that game.
It is good, but I don't want a mobile game. I
I
want
want
an
an
actual
actual
game.
game, yeah.
They need to bring out.
I got Kylo Ren on it for free the other day.
Oh.
They're just giving me for no reason. I'm like, oh, thanks.
Oh.
Don't see that from doing that, do you?
I pre-ordered, so I got all these Star cards.
Yeah.
So you know,
And he's like sexy
Take
face.
to
Yeah.
win.
literally, I didn't
Pay
pay
any
to
extra.
win.
Hey, to that.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. Just saying.
I would have had the game regardless, but I
Because
just
if anything,
pre-ordered because it had Kylo Ren in
it's
it.
express your interest in the game to win.
Yeah.
Because we didn't pay any extra.
No,
Or get
exactly.
it any earlier.
I was gonna go to Asda and get it, and then they were like, if you pre-order, you get Kylo Ren. I was like, oh.
Thing is, quite often, if you buy a game from Asda, they'll give you a pre-order copy anyway
Yeah,
when
that's
you
true.
go
The
to the
amount of times I
counter.
had that. Did you get that?
Yeah.
No, there you go.
No.
Well, not for
Not for Battlefront. Where did you get Battlefront from?
PlayStation stores. I couldn't be asked to go out and get discs.
Fair.
I didn't want to mess around with discs,
It's fair,
so
it's
I
fair.
bought it from PlayStation
I
store.
got it from PlayStation Store because I was too broke and I never had the money for it, so I paid for it on my phone bill.
That's one way of
Thank
doing
you for
I
it.
guess. If you like that video and want to see more like it, then click this playlist button here. If you happen to want to subscribe to us and check out all our content, then click this amazing sexy button right here. Look how enticing it is. You know you want to click it. And if you're already subscribed to us, well then you are already an awesome human being.